Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Panthers going up against the Buccaneers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on now. Ready? Ready? Do something. You got tight. You got tight right there. Set.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. In motion left is Funchess. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. In motion left is Funchess. From the gun on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Over the middle to Evans. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 4 catches, 55 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Ready. Watch 25. We got 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. They give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They run with Ajayi. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. In motion left is Funchess. Play clock winding down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Play fake. Winston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Here's Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch right. Let's go now. Blue righty.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll begin the drive with a Jai. And he is knocked down from the side. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Ready. Blue ready. 3 down. 3 down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude. From the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll throw again. Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air again with Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready. Blue lady. Hey.
Jameis again. And Winston lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated?
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Winston now. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Jameis on second down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, Winston. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Here's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Third and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready. Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They send McCaffrey in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Browning. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jay Ajayi works his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. White 25.
2nd down, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. This is Ajayi. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a hold.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Ready? Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They run again with Ajayi. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So we've hit half. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd down following the incompletion. They send McCaffrey in motion right. To throw again. Browning. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Panthers on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They send McCaffrey in motion right. On third down, Browning. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And James has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Browning. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here's Newton now on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Hey. Ready. Three down.
Here's Ajayi. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Blue 80. We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peters. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Wake up. Ready.
Now Newton on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Browning. That's Samuel, caught left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first and 10, Browning. That's complete right around the 8. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run.
Ready. Blue ready.
To throw is Winston. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. Tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
That one good for 12 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys hot.
And they'll run it here. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. Throwing after the interception. Browning. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
Off play action. Browning. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here. Second down, 9 yards to go. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready. White 25.
Off the play fake. Winston. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards. On first down, Newton being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on now. Hey, watch it.
Newton on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Looking to throw. Browning buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 more yards there and another first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Operating from the gun. Browning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Off the play fake. Browning dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
In motion right comes Funchess. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 down. Hey, Blue Wade, here we go. 3 down.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Jameis on second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. Alert. Ready, White 25.
Play fake. Winston going up top for Kupp. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Come on now. Grand, kill. Set. Come on now. Shit.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They send McCaffrey in motion right. Throwing on first down. Browning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah spins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off play action. Browning. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the gun, Browning. And this is going to be incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Ohio.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. On first down, they go option to the right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. To throw on second down, Browning. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating from the gun, Browning. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Evans has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On 3rd down, Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing is Newton. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Browning. He's going to let it fly. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ready? Blue ready. Four down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Strong right. Easy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Ready. White 25. Check me out. We got 3 down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A final score now from Chicago. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Now a first down throw for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at